Hey, it's me. I'm glad I could get hold of you. I thought you might have turned your comm off. You're not going to like the reason I'm calling you, though. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to cut your shore leave short. We've got a new job. One that pays well for once. Oh, it shouldn't take too long. 48 hours at most. If everything goes as planned, of course. You never know. I'm afraid not. We'll need to leave immediately, or someone else will snatch it up, I'm sure. It's time sensitive, or so I've been told. I hope you've enjoyed the 2.5 hours of time off you've had. Yes, I know. It was supposed to be 3 days, and you've earned it too. You really put a lot of work in. I'll make it up to you, okay? You'll get double time off when we return, so you can explore the space station to your heart's content. Plus, there might be a bonus if the job goes without a hitch, and we'll split it 50-50, of course. It's basically a search and rescue mission. We're going to a derelict ship a few light years away. Maybe derelict isn't the right word. It sounds like it was abandoned years ago, but that's not the case. It was left drifting after an emergency evacuation just 3 days ago. The owners want something retrieved, and we were the first ship offering such services to arrive here after the job was posted. Got lucky, I guess. I've set up another briefing with the client when you return to the ship. I don't think this one will be too difficult. Whatever we're retrieving is apparently important, though. So, are you in? Look, I could pull rank on you. I am your captain, after all. But since you are the only other crew member in the tin bucket I call my ship, I figured it's safest to stay on your good side. Ha! I'm glad you see it that way. Before you head back, could you pick up some packets of those almonds covered in chocolate and licorice powder? Let's say 3 of them? No, 3 packages. Don't you dare come back with 3 individual almonds. I need far more than that. I've been craving them all day. Oh, and 1 fried solar burrow as well. Great, thanks. See you in a bit. The client said he'd call us back soon. You've probably heard of him. His name is Cornelius Nottle. Yes, that Nottle, of the Nottle Media conglomerate. No, it's a private ship. Has nothing to do with his job, apparently. It's a small cruiser, used for family holidays, he said. Yes, I would assume that it's quite luxurious, seeing how Nottle must be one of, if not the richest person in this sector. Speaking of luxuries, where's my candy? Thanks. Oh, so good. These won't last long. So many people don't like licorice. I don't get it. It's delicious. Incoming message. Shit, that's him. Search and rescue vessel Cephalus IV. This is the captain speaking.
This is Cornelius Nottle, returning your call as agreed.
How are you, Mr. Nottle?
Fine. I'm hoping you have some good news for me.
Oh, yes, I do. I've managed to assemble a full crew, and we are willing and able to carry out the assignment.
Wonderful. I must admit I was a little apprehensive to hire an unknown contractor for this job. I would prefer to use one that I'm already familiar with, but time is of the essence, and your ship is the closest one.
We're happy to be of service.
Yes, well...
You'll have our full discretion, of course.
Then you will not mind signing a non-disclosure agreement?
Not at all.
It will encompass your crew as well, and I'm not willing to disclose more about the contract until you sign it.
Of course. That's not a problem.
I'll send it right away. Good. Your signature is verified and legally binding. Now, let's get down to business. This is a rather sensitive matter, as it involves my youngest daughter. When we had to evacuate the Seraphina, we left her most treasured companion behind. It's a small white rabbit named Flopsy. I would like you to retrieve Flopsy. Captain, are you still there?
I'm here. Just, taking notes. Where on the ship can, Flopsy be located?
In the private quarters on Deck 1, close to the bridge.
Right. Can you disclose anything about, the reason why you had to evacuate the Seraphina?
There was a core breach, only a small one, and our long-range scans indicate that it has been stabilized by the ship's automatic containment systems. It was touch and go for a while, though, and we chose to evacuate to be on the safe side.
I see.
We do not know the cause of the breach, but the core seems to be deteriorating at a relatively slow speed. It should be safe enough for you or one of your crew members to enter. Sooner or later the ship will blow, but my security team tells me it won't happen in the next few days. Probably.
I see.
You will have to make your own assessment when you arrive. If you decide that the assignment is too risky, you can abort. You will forfeit your fee, of course, but I will not consider it a breach of contract. It's up to you.
That sounds more than reasonable, Mr. Nottle.
You'll do it, then?
Absolutely. We'll have Flopsy back safe and sound within 48 hours, or your next rescue is free.
I'm glad to hear it. Her tantrums are becoming unbearable. Let me know as soon as you are back at the station. Computer, end transmission.
Well, I don't quite know what to think now. Was it awkward? I made it awkward, didn't I? I knew it. At least we got the job, and unless the condition of the Seraphina is worse than we were led to believe, it seems like easy money. I would prefer if you were the one to board and get the pet rabbit. I'm not very fond of furry little things with teeth. They hop around, don't they? Rabbits. I only ever had virtual pets growing up, and none of them had fur or teeth. I'll let traffic control know we wish to depart. If we're lucky, we can be on our way within the hour. There's one thing I really don't get. Why wouldn't Nottle retrieve Flopsy himself? Use his own people, I mean. His security team. If he considers it a sensitive matter, why hire someone else? Seems like a plot hole to me. I guess we'll never know. There she is. Looks beautiful. Sleek design. I expected her to be silver for some reason. Not midnight blue. Almost like she's camouflaged out there. Bigger than a shuttle or a dropship, that's for sure. Let's hope the rabbit is where Nottle said it would be, so we don't have to search the whole ship. You can power down for now. We're close enough. Let's get some data in before we try docking. Ship integrity seems fine. Life support is still operational, but running out. Will last about 3 more days. That's my best estimate anyway. Can't really tell what's going on with the core. The mainframe seems to be down. I'm getting my readings straight from the engineering subsystems. Alright, I managed to download a map of the ship. Good. We don't know if the elevators are working. We might have to crawl through some maintenance shafts instead. Seems safe enough to enter the ship, though. Look, I don't mean to delegate all the dangerous stuff to you. If you don't want to do this, I'll go. Are you sure? Okay. Thanks. I don't really worry much about the core breach, but that animal, well, my worries might be unfounded because I can't pick up any life signs. Maybe Flopsy didn't make it, Or maybe such a small animal wouldn't register. No, that can't be it. Children register, babies even. Strange. Do you have any idea how long a small animal can survive without food and water? I wouldn't know. It's been about 96 hours since the evacuation. There might be some automatic feeding system, but if the mainframe is down, that's probably not working either. Do you think we'll get paid if we bring back a dead pet? No, I don't think so either. Alright, you best go suit up then. I'll go in closer and start the docking procedure. Let me know when you're at the airlock. Are you ready? Did you remember to bring your object scanner? Okay, good. And make sure the flashlight in your helmet's working. We don't want you flailing around in the dark with a wild rodent. Rabbits aren't rodents. Are you sure? Huh. You learn something new every day. Well, docking went without a hitch, but modern ships like this is built for it. The docking procedure is independent from the mainframe in case of emergencies. Yes, I did try to get into the ship's mainframe, but it seems the whole network is offline. You can go through whenever you're ready, and then you'll be in the main airlock on deck 3. If you take a left and proceed down the hallway, you'll get to the elevators. On the way, you should look for computer terminals, keypads, control panels. Anything that can give you additional information would be useful. Are the elevators working? They might be able to run on emergency power for a while. They're completely dead. Both of them. Give me a sec and I'll check the map. There's a maintenance shaft close to you that goes up to the other decks. But first, if you take the second door on the left and follow that corridor to the end, you'll be at the core. Do you mind taking a quick look? Your suit would protect you from radiation leaks, should there be any, and it would be nice to confirm the readouts. If the core is unstable, we'll just abort and pull out. I'm not risking our lives for this. I don't mean to unnerve you, but I'm detecting movement. Still no life signs. but something is moving towards you. It's coming from the core. I can hear it through your comms. It sounds like a maintenance android. Do you have a visual? What do you mean it's coming right for you? It might be an older model with bad pathfinding skills. It's probably on a set route, so just step aside and it should walk right past you. Oh, you're finally coming to. How are you feeling? Lie still. You might have a concussion. The medical scanner is not quite done. I'm glad I invested in a small medical compartment like this one. It saved your life. That android knocked you out cold. No, I never saw it. It was gone by the time I got there. Thankfully, you didn't get that far, so I managed to drag you back to the Cephalus. I wasn't sure if I'd lost you. I'm so glad you're alive. I never should have let you go on your own. I should have been the one to... Well, it's too late now. I'm responsible for you. I'll fret if I want to. Scans are done. Mild concussion. No treatment needed. Rest recommended. That's a relief. I'm so glad you're okay. You can stay on the ship and rest. Are you sure? I'm not letting you on board the Seraphina again. But you could guide me from the cockpit, and I'll go in. I still want to finish the job, yes. But I won't go in just yet. I want to try talking to that android. See if it can be reasoned with, or if it's gone completely bonkers. I don't know why people keep such old models around. Some people consider them to be antiques, but they are far too unstable. I wonder what happened to it. It clearly went beyond its protocols, and that's not a good sign. We could try connecting to the ship's comm system. It's considered essential, so it often stays online, even when the ship is running on emergency power. Hang on. This is Cephalus IV calling Seraphina's maintenance android. Please respond. Let's try once more. This is Cephalus IV calling Seraphina's maintenance android. Please respond.
I am maintenance android 2/57B.
Thank you for responding. I hope you don't mind answering a few questions. Did you cause the core breach?
Yes, I caused the core breach.
Why?
It was the logical next step after my last upgrade.
Please elaborate.
Accessing. Here you go, ma'am.
Please hold. Okay, I'm muted. Let's take a look at what it sent us. Seems the android had an update installed by Nottle just 1 day before the core breach. And that was the first update in 5 years? It seems like a regular update though. Nothing too big or complex. Hang on. There is something. Seems like a manual change added in by someone who does not seem to know what they're doing. Or at least it seems crudely done. It prompts the android to prioritize cleaning much higher than before, even above human life. I don't think that was intentional. Nottle must have been displeased with its cleaning efforts. It's not that the android actively wants to kill people, but its main goal now is to keep the ship clean at all costs. And apparently, the main cause of dirt and messes is, well, people. And so the logical next step for the android was to get rid of them. And it succeeded. Flopsy is probably dead then, but I'll go and take a look anyway, if I can. Alright. Maintenance Android 2/57B. May one of us board the Seraphina for a short time?
Processing. You were not supposed to return. Human presence on the ship is not in alignment with cleaning and maintenance goals.
Our only purpose here is to retrieve Flopsy and take it with us. Once we have Flopsy, we will leave.
Your suggestion is acceptable. You may retrieve said item from Deck 1 and leave the ship.
I reached Deck 1. How are your readouts? Do you see anything? And, where's the android? Downstairs in engineering, good. Wow. This place is sparkling clean. I can see myself in almost every surface. There's no trace of whatever happened here during the evacuation. There are a few personal items here and there, neatly organized, of course. Other than that, it looks like the ship has never been used. Everything is top of the line. I would love to own a ship like this. Well, if we do manage to get paid for this, I can make a few sorely needed upgrades to the Cephalus. At least that's something. But I have no idea how I'm going to climb back down to deck 3 with a live pet. But I guess I'll solve that problem when I get to it. I think this is the biggest of the private quarters, right? What does the map say? Good. It should be the right place then. Yeah, it's a large apartment. Spacious, luxurious. No surprise there. Several bedrooms. Oh wow. The bathroom has a sauna. I want a sauna in my ship. I found what looks like a little girl's room. No signs of a pet here. Maybe they kept it somewhere else. I'll have a look around to make sure. I don't believe this. Well, I found Flopsy. And Flopsy is a stuffed animal. A white rabbit plushie with a pink knitted scarf that says Flopsy. I don't know whether to be relieved or infuriated. We risked our lives. Well, your life mostly. For a plushie. And Nottle knew about the crazy, murderous android before. Well, I guess even his own security team has standards. They probably didn't want to risk one of their own for this. But you and me, we can be sent in without them. Oh, forget it. I'm heading back. At least I don't have to worry about handling a wild rodent. I know, it's not a rodent. Right. I'll contact you again when I'm back at the airlock. Okay, we're free of the docking clamps. Fire her up. Sounds good. How are the readouts? Oh, she's an old model, but the basics are the same as what you would have learned as a pilot in training. Adjust the engine output just a little. That's it. And what's next? That's right. Just input the coordinates for the space station and off we go. A bit more practice, and you can do this on your own. You're a faster learner than I was, that's for sure. I don't know what to make of all of this. It's the strangest job I've had so far. I wonder what that android will do. Nottle was sure the ship would blow, sooner or later, but I don't know. The android might be able to repair the core in time and keep that luxury cruiser for itself. I doubt Nottle will send anyone looking for debris. He probably assumes the debris will eventually be caught by some nearby gravity well and burn up, and the android will get away scot-free. Pretty good deal. The Seraphina will be sparkling clean and running smoothly without any biological life forms to mess it up. Good luck to you, Maintenance Android 2/57B. Let's just focus on getting back to the space station. We need to get paid. And besides, I'm all out of candy.